You're great,
Did
right?
Norm ever bring a joke to you or an idea that even you thought maybe went too far? Because he
Norm?
would really Norm, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's actually
because he really would push the envelope, you know.
There was with Norm. Even with me, like I'd occasionally, and you guys knew.
Yeah, I know. You would tell me in
know.
Hollywood Minute, you'd say, "I dare you to do that." I'm like, I can't. I don't want to. I got scared, but you're like, you're such a pussy. And I'm like, God damn
that Hollywood.
But when you were dealing with Norm, he would occasionally he would be in his Canadian geezer mode, and you couldn't get him out of it. He would just have to ride it out. You just have to go, okay, he's going to be doing I'm sorry, I don't quite,
right.
I hear you, but I don't understand you, and that kind of thing. And so you'd have to go, okay, Norm, when you're ready to talk as Norm Macdonald, I'm here, and but anyway, so sometimes he would come in with things where he was clearly joking and I would never take the bait. But one time he had this joke, which there's not a lot of jokes that offend me. They certainly don't offend me in the conventional ways, but they often offend me. It's just, I think they're just terrible jokes. But this one kind of did in a way in that sense. But he had this joke where it was, Woody Allen is dating again. And it was the image of the naked Vietnamese girl running down the road after the napalm attack.
That old photo,
that famous old photo. And so my only reaction to that was like, Norm, come on, seriously, you can't. And he goes, no, come on, it's funny.
It's funny.
I go, Norm, no, it's no. And to this day, I don't know. And I go, Norm, please, if you do that joke in front of an audience, you're going to take down
the rest of the show.
The next 3 shows will be
Rockefeller Center.
You cannot do that. You can't. I mean, it'll take the temperature in the studio down 30 degrees. There'll be like ice on people's, beards and stuff. You can't do that.
Rioting.
No, come on, it's funny. So he and Frank was backing him on it. Frank Sebastiano, one of the best update writer ever, and he
loves it.
And Frank was not, I would look over at Frank and Frank was not, he wasn't like winking or anything. And so I go, okay. So we tried it at dress and it had precisely the effect. I thought it would, although who knows about future shows. But anyway, it was like this, this collective giant gasp. And then, so after that, Norm was willing to give it up. And then we didn't do it on air, obviously, but years later, so that was I'm going to say that was maybe 1996. So at least 10 years later, Steve Higgins, who's current producer of the show, comes up to me and says, do you ever remember, and we're looking for a sound effect of an audience being horrified, offended. And I go, I got it. So I said, I directed them to that update. And I said, I'm pretty sure if you take that thing, the other thing is it will be uncorrupted by any laughter. So you'll get a nice clean take of gasping and horror. And so they I didn't remember which show it was from. So they had to plow through a lot of dress rehearsals, I guess. But a few hours later, Higgins said, oh my God, we got it. And it is everything you said. So they use it. And to this day, I'm pretty sure they have it on a cart. So whenever they need the sound effect of something, not just not getting a response, but getting kind of active hate, Yeah. It was that moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it really my fault? 'Cause you try to hit me with your pity till I can't trust, but I still push on. Got me changing my ways, trying to fix it.